Dun, da, da. Hello, welcome back. This is Rolex Play, where we roll dice and play games. We're here, we're accounted for. We have one person down today, unfortunately. Brooke could not join us, but we do have the other three players here present, Arne, Leonie, and Robbie. And here I am, Max, the DM. You've joined us for our Tuesday campaign, Threads of Chaos, where certainly some chaos is going to be had. Ain't that right, guys? Ain't that right? Yeah? We're winning,
Yes.
right? We're winning.
Totally. Totally.
Well, since we are going to just jump straight into it, I'll give us a slight little recap to kind of readjust ourselves to where we are. As the last session, there was a bit of technical difficulties, so we'll just kind of breeze through some of it. So last session, the party had joined in their cart alongside Gilgamesh and Diplor. They had joined them from the Shard of Glass, Zone 1, where they had stopped the demon forces from encroaching and controlling the Warforged there. But now they return back to Vessel to finish off the agreement that they had, to try and find a way around the so-called agreement that they made with Maeve, which was to bring an audience to Aiden Hassar. In returning back, they were kind of caught by surprise, as Olrin was the only one who was brought in. The actual city of Vessel itself was completely engulfed in flames. Areas and buildings of it were destroyed and looked like they were under siege, really, but from their own people. The guards that kind of helmed there, that kind of overlooked the entirety of Vessel, had kind of turned on their own people and began to ransack, search, look, as if they were trying to find something or someone in particular. But Olrin was brought in to meet Maeve directly, whilst the others waited upon his arrival and return. There, Olrin had a confrontation between Fia and Maeve, where discussions went well, but then slightly heated between Olrin and Fia, with Fia lashing out, trying to attack Olrin. In that sort of battle, back and forth, Olrin had made it out with a warning call, a send for help to his party members, as they all rushed in to try and help as fast as they could. In the pursuit, chase, the fight that had taken place, it was a one-sided battle. Only Fia had pushed the offensive against the party members as they all arrived to try and help Olrin and get out of the city before worse had come. A few people had fallen down, but luckily, as teamwork, working very well between all of you, and heals aplenty, you were able to bring people back from 0 HP and fly away quick enough and outside of Fia's range from hurting you any further. So, this is where we last left off. The city was covered in ballistas set up in different spots, tracking the air, tracking the skies, and looking around, ready to fire at anyone they'd seen. But the group of you had made it through, as it is currently evening is setting in, and you've been able to kind of evade and avoid any of these enemies as you fly out of the kind of caldera, this kind of sheltered part of the Howling Mountains Vessel. So, where are you guys going? Where are you heading off to? Reminder, Gil and Diplor are not directly outside. They are like a 2-hour walk away because they didn't want to join up to you guys. So just bear that in mind.
We're flying towards them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, with that, I would need the group of you to roll stealth checks, as well as survival checks, because you are flying through the Howling Mountains.
Boy.
And as we've kind of seen a few sessions ago, the winds in the Howling Mountains are very and can have some adverse effects against flying creatures.
Fuck.
Guys, this is not okay. Stop.
At least we are stealthy while we're dying.
Okay, I will also roll for Oberon, so stealth check, and then okay. So just tell me your rolls. So Arne, what did you roll?
A 9 on stealth and a 21 on survival.
Okay. Robbie, what did you get?
22 on stealth and 8 on survival.
Okay. Leonie?
Cal got a 17 on stealth and a 22 on survival.
Okay. And then you had Oberon's rolls there as well in view. So, as you navigate your way backwards, you're heading in a southwesterly direction. Who's leading this? Who's kind of directing the troop? Also, some of you are injured, so if you are going to heal yourself, you better declare it now and start healing yourselves on the way. But yeah, tell me how you're getting to your destination. Are you trying to flee the mountains altogether to get on the main road? Are you using the mountains? Are you going to try and find a cave? What's the intention? What's the plan? You tell me.
I thought Gil was
plan
away
is to
from the
find Gil.
mountains. But yeah.
Say that again, sorry, I didn't hear you.
Probably get back to the road, get back to Gil.
Mm-hmm.
In general, get into easier territory as soon as possible because Cal's
Yeah.
wings also don't last forever, so you have to
Yeah.
walk soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I guess Cal will take the lead for the first bit because his perception is pretty good. So he's just looking around, trying to orientate himself, trying to figure out where he has to go.
All right, sure. You have an idea of where to go. It's not like it's difficult. You have the sun, you have everything. Although it's setting, it's not like it's nighttime yet. It was kind of dusk as you approach towards the evening. So you have an orientation about you. As soon as you're flying and getting up into the air, the wind is quite powerful and quite kind of heavy. You're having to slow down some of your pathing because you are a bit tired after having gotten this far. Those of you who are flying, I imagine that's Cal, Oberon, and Alicio. 3 of you are flying, correct? Who's carrying Olrin?
Yes.
I believe it was
I think
Oberon
Oberon.
who was carrying
Okay.
him.
I'm going to need athletics checks from all 3. Oberon's going to be rolling at disadvantage because they are carrying it.
Sure thing, boss.
Can I enhance attribute Oberon to carry
Sure
me
thing.
easier?
Yeah, that works.
And I shall guidance myself. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Just gonna 10.
Okay. Oberon and Alicio, the 2 of you feel that kind of struggle, that weight on your shoulders, just from kind of like
Oh, wait.
carrying yourselves. Yeah.
But I do have my cloak that shields me from all weather, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so roll at advantage then,
Okay.
because that'll help you. Good checking.
So that would be a 20.
Okay, so it's only Oberon that feels the kind of detriment here. They don't lose course or trajectory. They follow the rest of the troop. They're slower because they are carrying Olrin, so they are technically 2 people. Kind of like their weight of that alone is already enough. But you see, they begin to get slightly exhausted. So Oberon now has 2 levels of exhaustion. So their rolls are going to be reduced by 2 until they complete a long rest. So just bear that in mind. But yeah, so Cal, you're leading this expedition. I'd like you to roll a perception check as you are also kind of looking ahead and behind, just to make sure that everyone's okay.
Yeah, sure. That's the first one I rolled badly on. 10.
Right.
We're all doing great.
As nighttime is approaching, the shadows are long. They are causing this kind of like strange visual to where the mountains are so close together, but some of them so far apart. The depth of field, because of these shadows, just kind of like going across, intersecting, and light just barely passing through. It's causing like your senses to just not really get a good grasp of the land. So you're just kind of a bit more hesitant going forward. What are the others doing? So Cal is leading you essentially to the main road. Alicio and Olrin?
1, trying not to die. 2, looking around for Gil or any kind of like notable places we might have come across while we were traveling away from them to like basically lead us towards him if there was any landmark or something like that.
Okay, sure. If you could roll either a... How far out does your dark vision go?
Well, I believe 300 feet.
300? Okay.
Yeah.
The DC is going to be different, but if you could roll for a perception check at disadvantage, because it's outside of your 300 feet vision, but that's fine.
Sure,
And
sure.
also if you could roll a nature check, just to kind of remember the lay of the land, to see if there was anywhere that stood out to you.
So 15 on the perception and
Perception.
13 on nature.
Okay. On the perception check, you see elements of like the path ahead that seems fairly clear. You don't see any sort of creatures out and about. They tend to come out during the nightfall when it's pitch black. One thing I will say that you do kind of pick up on is the shifting of the wind. It's less so on your vision, but you can hear almost like almost like something pushing through the air. Whether it's the actual whistling of the mountain peaks themselves, you're unsure, but it does sound like there's something almost being carried on the wind, but you can't really see it. It's kind of like that whooshing sound of something going past. But it could just be the wind going through different elements of the rocky terrain here.
Alicia's just gonna motion for everyone to maybe like go a little bit lower to the ground.
Okay.
So we're maybe not as visible, or like have a quicker way of going into cover if necessary.
Okay, that's a good idea. You head lower to the surface, use some of the clearing, the areas of kind of, even though the trees are here, don't really have much foliage, at least you can use them as kind of like some sort of diversion or height, to break vision or line of sight. Using those to your advantage, it is going to be slower trying to push through because you are going at different inclines and it's going to take a little bit longer, but you begin heading off in a westerly direction, away from the city. You are far enough away now that you haven't sensed or seen anyone following you, that you're fairly confident that they don't have any means of transportation that is quick enough to catch up with your flying. You've not seen any of their members fly. You've not seen any of them have like mounts that can go up mountains. A lot of the time they seem like explorers, trekkers on foot. Although they have given you beasts of burden such as horses, they probably don't have anything to scale these mountains. So you're fairly confident here.
In
Yeah.
case, I'll cast detect magic for the next 10 minutes to see if we're like being magically tracked or anything like that.
Okay, sure. Could you roll a investigation check?
Sure.
Investigation or Arcana? Vision.
It's the same, so natural 20 for
You are-
Nice.
4.
You are 100% certain that no one is tracking you by magical. There is no auras around you, but because you did roll a nat 20 with the tech magic active, there is something in the air. There is something on the wind itself. You are sensing what is a primordial sort of being just ever present in these mountains. And for a moment, you can almost see like the wind tunnels themselves, like the wind that passes through the mountains, almost like they are clear currents of air, like funnels and tunnels and tubes for flowing of movement. It is much clearer in this kind of state that you look through. And at some points you even think that perhaps you could use that to your advantage if you needed to get out quickly. You could just dive into one of these and it will take you several miles away. They are fast, they are powerful, and there is almost there is something else in it, as though there is like a body to the wind, as if it's like physical. But you can only really see that through your magical sight and such.
Do I see one funnel that's kind of going towards where we believe Gil is, or like in the general direction we're going? Because it could help
Yeah, for sure.
Oberon, because he could just glide essentially.
There is one heading in the southwesterly direction. They seem to go both ways, both across and up and down as well. So you can try and use that to your advantage.
I was gonna point it out, but wait to see if people agree. to go to use it. Yay or
Sure,
nay,
why
guys?
not? Yay!
Whatever makes us
But
faster. we
also,
should
time
consider.
wise, Max.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, Max. How long has it been since we started flying?
Since you started flying, it's probably been
Minutes.
about 15 minutes.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, and I have
Because you
5
basically-
minutes left, guys.
You basically made like a beeline. You just went, we're going out of here in a straight
Yeah.
line, and then started to kind of course correct in the like proper direction to go in.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to use one of the wind tunnels?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
Because Eliseo has seen clearly one of these wind tunnels, I will ask the group of you to roll an acrobatics check at advantage. So each one of you, acrobatics.
Back.
Do I roll 2 since I'm being carried?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Nice.
alright.
Nice.
Okay. Nice.
All right.
Very good, very good.
The group of you can almost feel the edge of that wind tunnel. As you get closer, you'll feel your hand almost being carried away, and you have to a second. But then with Eliseo's nod, all of you just instinctually jump in, and you feel yourselves flood into this wind tunnel going very fast. You are going almost miles per second in some instances, and sometimes slower. The current comes and goes, but it's heavy enough, strong enough, and persistent enough to keep you going. Anyone amongst you can roll a nature check at advantage. Whoever wants to. Whoever feels free to.
I have
to
a
roll.
+4.
Got +4.
Does Orin have higher
Yeah,
or?
you go ahead.
I have a +1.
Oberon has
no.
+4 as well, so.
Rock paper scissors. No,
So many fours.
no, you do it.
Just turning
Yeah.
around in the air going.
I already expended my life with a nat 20. You go.
Okay,
And
okay, I'm
Oh my
going.
God.
You have
21.
advantage, you can roll again. In case you
I have advantage. Okay.
Imagine it's a nat. Okay.
13.
Because, Cal, you've had some experience manning carts with creatures on them, you kind of have an idea of speeds.
Uh-huh.
You had
Sure.
seen the kind of the bad parts of too much speed happening. You've also seen how slow sometimes things can be. Going in this wind tunnel, you have this feeling that if you follow the right current, if you follow a most ease of travel, where you aren't being kind of thrown left or right, you're sticking to the same path from east to west of the Howling Mountains, you could get to the other side in less than a couple of hours. You can travel what is a couple of days, a few days worth, in an hour or two. One side of the mountain pass to the other. So with that knowledge, you kind of understand the flow and movement of the Howling Mountains, and you can use that to your advantage if you're able to control yourself in it. At the moment, you're all kind of steady,
Nice.
flying through. But it's going to be a moment of timing here. Eliseo, thinking back on where possible options are, you can either try and jump off the tunnel at some point on the way to Gil, or you can try and get right up to where he is. He had waited in the mountain pass. He kind of like left the cart with him, kind of slightly dug into the Howling Mountain, so he was off the beaten track. So you could try and arrive right where he is. You may have to walk some distance, but you can get as close as you can, or you can choose to meet somewhere in the middle or somewhere further ahead. Up to you guys. What do you want to go for?
I think we just meet him there because I honestly don't want to use another spell slot on sending. We could essentially just like start slowly exiting the funnel when we know we're nearby, so we slow down
Mhm.
by the time we're there. Like gradually slowing down.
That sounds smart.
Okay. Then, as you begin this plan to slow down earlier rather than last minute, I would like the group of you to roll a dexterity saving throw at advantage to see if you can slow yourself down before you reach the kind of turn-off point.
Nice.
Very good.
Yes, I
I
can.
rolled
Yes,
that.
I can.
Would, like, I exactly control my movement at this point.
Yes.
He just wanted to roll a 1,
question,
man. He
just do
just
it.
wanted
Yeah.
to roll a 1. Yay!
Oh.
Nice.
Screw you!
Good on you.
Everyone's rolled a nat 20. Now we just need Oberon to do it too.
Okay. The easy enough. You succeed with this kind of slowing down. The tunnel that you're traveling through, you're passing by several mountain elements. You're seeing kind of rock faces that have been carved out. You're seeing tunnels. You're seeing creatures. You're seeing everything just pass by in a blur. You are like a almost rocket flying past, and you are just kind of like seeing everything around you and noticing that you are getting closer to your destination. Preemptively slow down and try and exit the tunnel. The tunnel itself is almost like a vortex, so it's hard to escape unless you kind of like time it correctly. So as you slowly pull your way free, pushing yourself to different angles of this wind tunnel, it isn't like a complete kind of cut-off. You do kind of gradually slow down and slow down and slow down. And then as you find yourself almost falling out of this wind tunnel altogether, you kind of tuck and roll, you grab onto everything that you can, kind of just slowing your movement down to a fairly good halt. Some of you drag your heels into the groundwork. Some of you are pushing through like elements of bush and trees, just trying to slow your descent down as fast as you can. As a group check, you succeed, and you eventually find yourselves coasting up the side of the mountain, and you slow down enough to halt. And you are now stood on the edge of the mountain pass. Looking around, you can see elements that are familiar to you. And from where Gil and Diplor are, you're maybe a 5-minute walk away.
Yippee. We
Nice.
walked
During
it.
those 5 minutes, could anyone heal me? I am very hurt.
Sure,
I'm in so
here's a
much
healing
pain.
word, bro. I got you. Oh, let me just check my spell slots. Here's the 3rd level. Why not?
Yeah, I'll hold back on that because I blew most of my spell slots trying to get the fuck away from fear.
Yeah.
They were very good uses, though.
19.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
it's pretty good.
Math. Oh no.
Okay, is anyone else
Probably
hurt or
calculated.
injured that need healing? I know Oberon is at 11 HP.
I'm at 13.
I'm now back
30.
to half, so that's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm back to half, so I think we're good.
All right. Well, descending the side of the mountain, it takes you a few minutes before you find yourself on the main path once again. And retracing your steps, because you had left this point before, you find the location of where the small camp had been set up. A small awning has been taken out as the weather seems to be taking a slight turn for the worse. Dark clouds gather overhead as it looks like rain is coming. You can see Gilgamesh and Diplor, the two of them currently sat by a small gathering of twigs, which Diplor is trying to strike a flame into using elements of silver that grow from his arm and down onto his hand, and using it as like a flint and steel to strike a match and catch a flame. But you see he's kind of like struggling. And then eventually he turns it into this hardened surface, and you see a spark ignite as the fire just emerges. The two of them sat next to it as the group of you arrive. You see the silver-faced man, Diplor, look over. What the hell? Did everything not go to plan, or is this...
No, it did not. But we lived. Just barely. We lived.
You
Simply
barely
put.
lived.
Fear attacked us.
Oh, wow. He attacked you. That's
Uh-huh.
interesting. He looks over towards Gilgamesh. He nods in your guys' direction. Well, that's quite interesting. So, what does that mean? Did you attack him?
No,
Right.
we managed to flee without attacking him once.
Well, now I can see why you're so fucked up. Right. Okay, okay. Well, this makes things very interesting. Smell potential here. So that means this agreement's been broken. Or one-sided, in fact. Wow. I think this might call for a little visit. No?
Yeah, but we sort of escaped with every single guard aware of us, and they were shooting at us, and I don't think they're gonna let us back into the city. So, and the entire city was burning, but that might not be important. It
that
looked like
means
they were
that
killing
Maeve
like a
broke-
lot of people, though.
However, that means that Maeve broke the pact too. She promised us safe passage.
Right. Okay. Well, we can strike when the iron's hot and get ourselves in there and see if we can sort out this little agreement that we've had made. Because, you know, I have to hear the other side, of course. Can't just take your word for it. Even though I like you, I've got to have a bit of judgment from both sides. Can't just make it from a one-sided decision here. Well, there's lives in stake, so... You all look a bit too rough, though. Do you need a little bit of a... you know, moment to yourselves?
I feel like as he says that, Alicia, who's been in the back a little bit this entire time, just a drip of blood from his nose that turns into a more than a drip, and he just falls forward.
Oh boy. Can I catch him?
Yeah,
Before he
sure.
face plants? Okay, nice.
Yeah, maybe sort that one out. I don't think they're going to last too much longer. So, maybe patch yourselves up. Make yourselves look presentatory. Just presentable for the lady. While we're all, you know, going to go and face her head on.
Right, like now? Like, are you talking about like we could give us 5 minutes and then we have to? Okay.
Yeah, well, you know, take whatever you need. If you want to take your shoot off, sure, do whatever you want. Relax. Have 30 minutes, an hour if you need. We have all the playing cards. So, if you need me, I can go and speak to her directly first if you want. And you guys can
I
just
think we
rest
appreciate
here.
being there. I feel like we'd appreciate being there. No,
All right, then.
yeah.
Well, take a load off. There's a nice little fire here. Might start raining
Right.
soon, but you know, we got plenty of covering and tarpauling, so we'll be fine there. Don't worry. Rest. Have a little rest, and then we'll go and confront Maeve very soon.
Okay. Right, so I guess we take a short rest. We take a short rest.
Don't have to if you don't want to.
Would like to.
Do we want to, guys?
Yeah.
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 Right, I'm gonna roll for some HP on Oberon too. How do you roll the HP? Would you roll the
You
temp?
just
You
roll
click
it.
on take a short. Oh, okay.
Or
That's
yeah,
fine.
or short. Take a short rest too.
Where is it?
It's the bed. There you go.
Ah.
Okay, nice. Nice. One more of those, and I'm full. Woo! No,
Jesus Christ, the
Oh my god!
dice!
Oh my god! Oh my god! That was like all of them.
Wait, it doesn't let me. It doesn't even let me
Jesus.
roll the last 3. I'm being scammed.
Oh,
Because you're full? Question mark.
No, I'm still missing 11 HP.
scammed.
Well, just roll normally and then
How'd you
add it
call?
on. Yeah.
Give me a second. That's a D8. I think it adds Constitution, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is your con mod.
There you go, and that's enough, I
Jesus.
suppose.
+6.
Oh yeah, I have an item that sets my Constitution to 22.
Bitch, share! What the hell? I'm kidding.
Said the guy with what? 11 fucking con.
But at least he's gonna get himself together just for like maybe 2 seconds to get off of Cal
Mm-hmm.
and lay down somewhere.
Sure. You all see that Gilgamesh will walk over to Diplor, and the two of them are having a conversation in private.
Right.
They're just away from the camp.
I really
Okay.
want to listen in, but I don't think I'm gonna.
Do it!
But I really want to.
Do it.
You're the only one stealthy enough.
Also, I would, but Alicia's too fucked up right now to be able to do that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try and be subtle about listening into them.
Okay. Yeah, stealth check then.
Yeah, that's what I did.
It's so in character though.
Past listening.
Yeah, just sort
What
of
you
walks
guys
up to them,
talking
goes,
about?
"So, what are you talking about?" He just walks up to them, goes, "Hey, what are you talking about?" They're talking about us behind our backs. That would be kind of rude, you know.
And
so-
no, not necessarily. I'm talking about the situation at hand and how I'm going to deal with it with my confidant.
Right. Oh, so this was private conversation. Okay, got you.
You're more than welcome to stay, Cal, if you want to.
Okay, perfect. That's very convenient.
Right.
Because I was totally intending to listen in to you, but I noticed that you were very attentive, and so I didn't.
Well, I didn't want to have a discussion in front of everyone when it's clear that most of them are going to die in the next few minutes, so they kind of needed their rest. And I thought maybe all of this wasn't necessary. But if you have to listen in, of course you can. That's fine.
Right.
So I was talking to Diplor and saying that we're just going to walk through the gates. Walk straight in, say hello, how's it going, do our own thing, speak to Maeve directly, of course. And what's probably going to happen is I'm going to try and make an audience with her because she knows if she doesn't agree to her part of the deal, I can just, get rid of her straight away. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty much in control here. The only thing we need to make sure of is that she clearly doesn't see that I have a slight waning of interest, because clearly I've put all of my chips in your field, and I don't want her to know that, because then it would seem like I have favoritism, and that sort of thing, that imbalance, not really on me. So I'm going to try and avoid that at all costs. So if your guys cannot slip up and say that we've been working in cahoots, that'll be perfect. If not, it might make things really difficult, and I might have to just backstab you to ensure that
Yeah,
I get out of this scot-free. So, again, I put up with you guys. I was going to say I like you, but I don't really know much. So, I put up with you. But I'm not going to fall for you. So, I've got stuff in waiting. I got stuff to do. You have an interest of mine, which is Aiden Assar. So, working my way through that. it's a very difficult place for me. And I hope that you can understand that. You know, businessmen are businessmen. I can clearly see that you've been places. You keep talking about doing all these jobs and doing things. So hopefully you can respect the hustle.
Yeah, no, again, I get the bit where you have to backstab us if we slip up and behave like idiots. But, like, I didn't understand most of the rest you were talking about, so sure, you go and do
Excellent.
that. You do your plan.
That's why I like you, Cal. You have a memory of a goldfish, and you know that's the highest standard for people like me. It's an excellent compliment.
Yeah, right.
Because you ain't gullible. You're not gullible like a fish.
No, I'm pretty sure I am. But, well, sometimes.
Maybe you are.
Depends on the person, really. Depends on the person. Doesn't matter. Okay, so you're just gonna walk in, hoping.
Yeah, what are they going to do? Shoot me with a crossbow or shoot me with a ballista? What are they going to do? That's not going to do anything.
They hurt. They hurt. Wait, can you not get hurt by a blister? Would that not hurt you?
Stop. You're joking, right?
Okay, cool. You are very terrifying, but we knew that, so. Okay, so great. Can you catch them and throw them back?
Probably
or something cool like that.
One thing you should probably know is stop telling me that you find me frightening, because it kind of makes me feel quite good about myself and that I'm in a position of power. And I don't really want to be in a position of power over you because I've already got so much influence, you know? So preferably.
Right. You literally hold the lives of two of my friends.
I know. It's a lot of responsibility in my hand.
I'm in a position of power. This is okay. I'm gonna extract myself from this conversation.
You're making me smile, Cal. You're kind of making my day.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I really don't like that. Okay. Great. So due to yours, we're gonna rest some more. We'll be ready in about like 30 minutes. So
good.
Sometimes.
Yes, by the way, if you do need to hit me or anything like that, if you hurt me at all,
yes.
Well, just say I'll have to owe you back later or something. You know, if something happens and you need to like make out of like a quick getaway or something, and you need to, hurt me a little, just so you know, it's all right. I'll come back and find you. That just simply put.
And do the equal amount of damage, not like kill us or something. Just. Right. Okay. Cool. Very cool. Okay. Cool. Bye. Okay. He's gonna walk away. This dude is fucking weird. Cal does not like at one point he's like he doesn't trust a single word out of this guy's mouth, and on the other hand he's absolutely frightened of him, which is not a good mixture when you want to have a conversation.
Yeah.
On the other hand, he's like, well, we have to sort of rely on this guy. So, this is a fucking weird situation. Such a weird situation.
Okay. Is there anything you guys wish to discuss between yourselves before you finish your short rest?
To be honest, Alessio's mostly keeping to himself.
That's fair.
Actually, we should make sure Oberon is still on board with joining on this, because, well, we nearly all just died. Is he still good?
Great question for the character whose player is not here, Leone.
Well,
Oberon will respond with, I know it seems quite difficult, but I trust you. You saved me, so I have nowhere else to go at the moment. I'm happy to follow you into this, but is it better for me to be on the sidelines, or should I be directly in there with you? Because I don't have a specific tie into this, although I'm fascinated to see where it goes.
I mean, they're unlikely to target you, so I guess you could just stand in the back And if it looks like we're getting our asses handed to us again, you can chime in, be the knight in shining armor and save our asses. Or something. And then, maybe you get to just go. They don't know you, so they might let you leave. Even if we all die.
Okay.
I'll leave it up to your judgment.
Okay. Well, I'll follow your lead then. And
No. You've taken the situation and you decide what you feel is right. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't follow your lead.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Why did we let Cal do the planning? Why did we do this?
This is great.
Stop planning.
This is how you got into the mess. This is using Cal tactics.
While we're resting, Alicia's gonna move away a bit and pull out the pipe he has, smoke pipe, whatever.
Crack pipe. Yeah.
Not the crack pipe, bro. No. You know which one. But while he's doing, he's keeping an eye out for Diplor. If he's always by Gil's side or if he's doing his own thing.
Roll a perception check.
Sure. Perception.
And an
25.
insight check as well.
Sure. 20.
Oh boy.
You see he's not by Gilgamesh's side 20. He kind of has his own ideas and he throws them back and forth with Gilgamesh. They have a lot of conversations. Sometimes it's seeing very kind of like one side of the coin and the other side. They're very kind of like at odds with each other with most of the conversations, but they always end the conversations on neutral ground. So whenever they face people, they always kind of like seem to be on the same footing and at least have the same plan in mind. But you can clearly sense that there is a almost wavering sort of look or perhaps mind that Diplor might have to the plans that Gilgamesh makes. Perhaps there's some sway in how he sees the world. But it definitely seems like Diplor, for the most part, is here by contractual obligation. If there was any other reason, if there was a way for him to get out, he probably would. He probably wouldn't even be involved in this mess. But he seems to be here for a reason, whether it's by need, want, or just by kind of preservation. It's hard to say which one specifically, but it definitely you can see there's a dynamic, a power dynamic here, which is Gilgamesh is on top. Whatever decision is made, no matter what Diplor says, perhaps he can influence him into some ways, and Gilgamesh does listen. But for the most part, it is what Gilgamesh says is, which comes with its own sort of flaws. And you can see those with Diplor.
During the conversations, does he seem like very indifferent to the situation with the party? Or is he saying like, oh, let's just get out? What the fuck? We're wasting our time here. Just disintegrate her. Or is he saying like, is he being more sinister? Like, what's the vibe?
Okay. Well, most of the in-depth conversations will be out of it, and you're kind of like watching from the sidelines. You're not going too close in. Otherwise, if you were, I'd ask for a stealth check. So as you're kind of like watching idly, you will at one point, as he returns from with Gilgamesh, they have a few throughout this hour that you kind of like rest. You do hear he kind of walks absent-mindedly and just kind of like begins to say, all of this is a little too complicated. He's really trying to just play all sides, and I think it's best if he actually just chooses one rather than play everything. It's not going to work out in his benefit, and I don't know. I've seen this sort of side before in people, and it never really works out.
Is he like walking near me while he's saying that?
He's not too far away from you. You see he's just kind of like grabbing his things and seemingly ready to like move on to the next stage of this kind of like journey. So he is within earshot and there's no one else around.
Alicia kind of gives him a nod of like, Do you want to talk? Offers cigarette.
Roll a persuasion check.
Sure.
Adding it to the list.
Hold on. Let me check.
You used quite a few of your rerolls.
I know. I'm just checking if the thing can give. There is so much written down here. Holy moly. I just want to see if it's back on a short or a long rest.
Sure.
Blah, blah, blah. Dog. Where the fuck? Oh, okay, it's on a long rest. Dang
Mhm.
it.
Okay. You kind of like speak out and try to get his attention, but you see he kind of like looks at you and just kind of looks back down at his bag and picks up and begins to walk off. He doesn't
Can I-
seem to approach the.
Approach him for
You can try and follow him. He's walking away to the cart, but you can follow him.
Yeah, not in like a hurried way.
Sure.
but like, hey, wait up.
hmm As you're kind of following behind, what is it?
Can I ask you a question?
I prefer you don't. Because I feel like you're going to try and pry and find something out of me.
I was just gonna ask. Do you trust him? You.
All right, I'm not having this conversation.
Why?
He looks at you, kind of just like deadpan.
I'm not
You really
snitch,
think-
That's what you mean.
Doesn't matter if you snitch or if I say something that you like or don't like. It's in the air. It's out there. People can be listening. I'm not that stupid to give up all my cards.
I was genuinely asking. Just so you know, I wasn't trying to use you.
Well, it seems pretty difficult to look through these days. Everyone wants something.
True. Everyone's got their eggs in this basket, it seems, and it's complicated.
Life's complicated. We have to deal with that shit.
So, you're coming along then, this time?
Yeah. I'm coming along to see the train wreck that's about to happen. Because either way, it's going to end. This beef is between you guys and Maeve. I'm not involved, so I'll be watching from the sides. And don't take this in any bad faith or the wrong way. But I'm not going to be rooting for you. I'm not going to be rooting for Maeve either. I don't know any of you. I have no reason to.
I understand. We don't know each other. I don't expect you to. But if you do end up caught somehow in the crossfire and you need healing,
Well, we'll see if that time comes.
well, as you said, it's gonna be a shit show.
Well, I'm just thinking you might need all the healing, right? You're not looking too good, friend. How long have you got left? A few hours?
Probably. I don't really count.
Well, I would make sure the conversation is quick because I'm sure Maeve's going to see that. And she's going to want to prolong this for as long as she can until one of you goes and then.
Well, the idea is that I don't really show it off, I guess. As hard as it's gonna be. We knew she was gonna try to use it as her advantage.
Can you roll another persuasion check?
True. Yep. Persuasion. Yeah, boy. 18. Better.
I just want to point out that whoever said you've been rolling nat 20s, you fucking jinxed. Because then there's 2 nat 1s straight in view. Good stuff. With an 18, you see kind of Rose's eyes for a moment. One thing that I've learned after so many years of being on the road is all of the people that you surround yourself with, they come and go. That's including the fish guy, and that's including all of your friends, so-called friends. Self-preservation is what it's all about. You gotta make it out the other side to see the other side. If you have something to live for, then you fight like hell. Someone falls, they fall. There's no point in helping them up. They'll just slow you down.
I know that is probably the best way to survive, but it would kind of go against my profession to not help those, or at least stop them from falling in the first place. I understand why you think that way, though.
Well, River Blue, you have a family. Are these people your family?
By blood? Sure.
By the context of what we use as family. Anyone can be family if they're close enough. Do you consider these people you're with family?
Sorry, the group or my parents?
These people here with you traveling.
Family? Not really. We're not
Then
that...
don't die for them. It's not worth it.
Well. By the looks of it, if a fight breaks out, I die anyways. Regardless of what happens. I might as well try to do some good while doing so. I don't know. It's funny enough. Till 4 days ago, I've never really fought someone. Anyone. For real.
Don't make a habit of it. It's nasty business. As soon as you start, you can't stop. No matter if you're doing it for good or bad, whatever side you end up killing is always going to have someone looking for. It's an endless cycle. It won't stop. There's no need to fight. There never is. But once you're in the cycle, you can't break it. That's why you have people like me.
Like you.
Contract killers. Assassins. Mercenaries. The people that get their hands bloody and red.
Well,
Either way,
I think it's never too late.
oh, it is. Everything's always too late. There's never enough time for anything. And River Blue,
You're telling me.
I was very close to just taking you and bringing you to your family, but that's
Like
it for
dead?
you. Well, there's a wanted poster with your name on it.
Wanted post. Uh-oh. Haha. Oh, what a funny coincidence. Are you sure it's me? And not somebody else?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know I have a twin sister.
Yeah, but the name's pretty similar. I can put one and one together.
Well, thanks for not doing that.
He'll leave you. Just walk away.
Awkwardly, like, in his head, shit!
I
shit,
wanted poster! I want a poster! What the fuck did you do?
Assuming he
What did you
meant
do?
a missing poster.
No, he said want it. He said want it.
I'm sure everything is a wanted
That's what
poster
he
to
said.
this man.
He only looks for wanted posters.
He sees reward, he doesn't read if it's missing or wanted, just if they want them alive with it.
Is there any other conversations you guys wish to have before you start off?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Then you'll begin to leave and head off on the road. In a northeast. Yes.
What are we doing with Morgana? What the fuck are we doing with Morgana? Are we taking her with us into the city where a crazy sister just burnt down all the houses searching for her? Is that what we're
Good
doing?
question.
I mean,
Damn
we
it,
can't
Tuco,
just
why are you
put
not
her
with us to
here
guard the
back-
goddamn car?
Because it's not safe. It's not fucking safe.
I mean, what's gonna
We
happen,
can
you know?
hide her on the leaves of car. She's gonna die. She's
Yeah,
going to die. That's what's gonna happen.
I guess we bring her along, but not too close to the city, just so she's like
We just park her in
Okay.
the car.
not
So you're bringing the
middle
cart
of
with you then?
mountains. Yeah, might as well like not walk to there for.
Sure. Okay. So you take the entire cart with you. Okay.
Yeah, but not all the way.
Okay. Then you tell me where you leave the
Then
cart.
we hide her.
Out of ballista range, essentially.
But also before they see it, we don't want them to know we came in a cart.
True.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how straight the road is.
Who's piloting the cart?
Put your hand down.
Put your hand down.
I did. I did.
I think Ulrin's the designated driver of this party.
Well, Gilgamesh has to be fucking visible. So if there's a tarp covering, Gilgamesh has to be fucking visible.
True. I guess Gilgamesh could.
So they don't eliminate us.
Two people can
before
sit
we
at the
get
front. So, do you want anyone else there?
Alright, Oren, you're with the fish guy. I love that Diplo calls him the fish guy. That's just...
Oh, that's funny.
Arne, is that all right with you?
Yeah, it's all right. I was just looking up my channel divinity to see if I can ward the card against humanoids, which I can't.
No, not
unfortunately.
humanoids. No. It'd be too busted if you could. Okay. So
However, I will use it to ward it against, let's say, beasts.
Okay. To stop any creatures from coming in. Excellent. The ward around you is created as the channel divinity goes through. You travel on the cart after having left a little makeshift camp Diplo and Gilgamesh had put together. Arriving not too far from the city, you have a kind of a small area to leave the cart if you wish. Do you leave the cart or are you taking it with you? You need to make a decision.
We're gonna leave it up.
The cart. Yeah.
You're leaving the cart and you're leaving Morgana in there alone, correct?
Why would you say that? Now I don't want to.
Well-
Okay, wait. We can leave
I
Janet.
blessed the cart.
I guess we can leave Janet.
Yeah,
with
you
her.
can leave Janet.
I'm gonna give Janet strict instructions to not eat her, and then we can leave Janet. with
Also
her.
leave Jelly Bean.
Oh, fine. We'll leave both.
Yep.
But that means if they get attacked, then both my pets die. No, okay.
Yeah, but to
don't
be
think
fair,
that.
Jelly Bean can bodysuit Morgana. So she basically just doesn't take
okay.
damage when
Well,
Jelly
wait.
Bean's around.
Then it makes more sense to only leave Jelly Bean and take Janet with
Yeah,
us.
but Jelly
'cause
Bean is dumb as
Janet's-
shit.
Jellybean's just going to start walking off into the wild.
I think no. Okay, fine. Janet stays back to make sure Jellybean doesn't wander off. So
Okay.
both of them are staying with the cart. Okay, fine. I'm gonna note that down so I don't forget.
All right.
Oh,
So
boy.
they are left at the cart as the rest of you head into the city. Just if the group of you could make a general stealth check as you enter to show that you've kind of like broken up your origins enough that they do not
Sure.
follow your footsteps.
Can I put on a cloak and fucking put a hood on so they don't see how fucking crippled Alicia
My
is right now?
fucking god, Arna!
I was
Guys,
very
guys.
transparent about being shit at stealth.
Okay. Excellent. Then the group of you walk up to the main gates and you see the guards are present, armed, and you can see the gate is open. It looks like there's been a search party that's rushed out to different areas. You've not seen any in the way that you went. They've all kind of rushed off into different points of interest. But as you kind of approach closer to it, you see one of the ballista clicks over and begins to point down in your direction as there are guards looking down hesitantly with blades drawn. You see Gilgamesh kind of puts his hands up and you hear he just shouts out, "We seek an audience with their, her." And you see they kind of like look down with the ballista, weapons drawn. They look slightly tentative. He's going to roll a persuasion check.
More like intimidation. Holy moly.
Seeing as you are grouped with Gilgamesh, you see they are much more kind of trigger happy. And they are just kind of like ready to fire. Gilgamesh then approaches closer. Look, we're just looking for a conversation, okay? Puts his hands up again. There's no need for this. And you see as a couple of guards begin to descend behind. Do any of you act? Do any of you do anything during all of this?
Hiding my face. That's all.
Okay.
Would grumble something about free passage.
Okay. And Cal's just got his hands up as well. All right. The guards begin to lower. They arrive through the gates. You can see their blades are drawn. The rain is as it's just kind of covering everything. As the rain is kind of dripping in, you can see that as it touches Gilgamesh's skin, it just kind of evaporates straight away. It's like steam is coming off of him as the rain just kind of comes through. He begins to walk up closer. By the way, I prefer if we don't have any restraints. As you see, the guards currently have manacles on them, ready to kind of place them on him. 4, 5 of these guards kind of approach from different angles. They all have kind of like restraints ready in hand to kind of tie up to you. And you see he just kind of like shakes his head. I'm sorry, but this ain't gonna work. No restraints. We're going straight in without any hindrances. See, the guard is not speaking. He just approaches Gilgamesh, places the manacles on his hands. They click into place. And he's now restrained. Huh. Right. The group of you see other guardsmen are coming to restrain you as well. Do you do anything to stop it?
Mm-mm.
I try to lock eyes with Gilgamesh.
Mm-hmm.
What
You see he
different
looks-
tag is on that.
He looks at you after having looked at his kind of manacles on his wrists. You see his eyes, the irises that make up kind of the interior of his eyes, the pink that's there. You see it flake away and almost break up for a moment, as if they almost like completely disperse and break away. You watch as the large mohawk fin that he has that kind of just rests to one side, you see it just straighten. He smiles and you watch as the handcuffs he has on him just fade away and just turn to dust. The guard, who has been distracted and turns to the next person of interest, we'll say Cal, since he had his hands up. You, Cal, watch as the guard grabs you, tries to put the manacles on you. A hand is placed on his shoulder, and you see the hand just push down into his body as though pushing through water, and the entire thing just caves apart, decaying from the edges in which the fingers had pressed. As you watch on the other side, Gilgamesh is just burnt through the entire person in front of him, his eyes glowing pink as they are slightly distorted with color, and he just breaks this man in two as both ends dissipate into ash. You hear the guards just begin to kind of shout angrily, blades drawn, ready to strike, and you hear the ballista up top fly down to him. You watch as he places one hand out, catches the entire ballista, turns to ash before it can even make an impact. The only thing that's left is the discarded ash that flies over all of you. Now, we're not silly anymore. We're going to have an audience with your leader, and you're going to let us through. The rest of the guards stand idly, and they take a step back as he just wipes off the dust from himself, looks at you, Cal, wipes off the dust on you. Don't worry. It cleans off quite easily.
Great. That's great. That's great. That's great. I'll watch from back here.
You see the fin drops down to one side, his eyes pink, and he just continues to walk in as if nothing happened. The gates are open, and you'll follow suit.
Bro, use you as a towel, man. Jesus.
No, he wipes off the ash from him because it fell on his body.
I was like wiping
No.
ash on him.
No,
I thought he had like
That's
someone his hand and rubbed it off. I was like,
no.
Yeah, me too. I was like, okay, jeez. Oh my
okay, that's
god.
slightly better, but still terrifying. So
You
Absolutely.
follow suit into the city. We're gonna have a quick break. We're gonna have a break before we continue because there's probably gonna be some dialogue that happens next. So we may as well not have any interruptions for
Dialogue.
that. Perhaps.
Yeah,
But yes.
hopefully it's just dialogue, guys, and not the other way around.
Do you want to fight Gilgamesh? Let's have a go.
No!
What? No, I meant Maeve. I meant
Interesting.
Maeve.
All right, so we're going to be back in 5 minutes. Have a wee, grab some snacks. I'll be back soon. Bye bye. Welcome back. We've returned. Last we left off, the party had been entering Vessel alongside Gilgamesh and Diplor. Gilgamesh having killed off a member of this kind of fire giant clan, fire Ganassi clan, not giants, different thing.
Oh,
They both start with G. I'm being a bad wordsmith today. But as you now enter, following Gil's lead, you have an escort of Fire Ganassi around you. Mix of Fire Ganassi and Fire Goliaths. They're all kind of walking around and kind of keeping trained up. You've just killed one of their members, Gil has. But they did fire a ballista at you. So there is that. Walking through as the rain pours in, the surfaces are slippery, and the dark blackened smoke that been kind of filtering out from this city in general has now pitted away and turned into this almost steam. It is lessened into a almost white cloud of smoke, but now has been dampened by the rain, as the rain is coming in fairly big droplets. It's not like a heavy rainfall, but it's enough to kind of get everything soaked. Continuing to walk through, you can see that the streets are quite busy. There's a lot of people around. It is hectic, but a controlled chaos, if you will. You're seeing destruction of cities and homes, with not many people that are from Vessel still around. You're seeing mostly these guards, these smiling crimson guards. These Ganassi that have that kind of blue paint across their faces, symbolizing almost the inverted version of what Maeve represents. She is a blue tiefling with red markings across her body. Meanwhile, the Ganassi, as well as Goliaths, are the opposite of that. So they kind of share a similarity in look, but the streets are busy, and there is a quiet, as now there is no crackling embers or flame. It is just the footsteps of you guys trudging through water. Eventually, you are kind of stopped, as clearly there is almost a funnel of people leading the destroyed brothel. You see the entire caved-in kind of entranceway. Most of it is now being cleared for a larger opening. The rubble and destruction from the flames have been pushed apart. And you can see in the middle of this destruction, standing there, two figures that have no guards around them. It's just them two. But clearly, it's two people that you recognize fairly well. You see Maeve and Fia, both of them standing there as though they have been informed and waiting for your arrival. You see a Gilgamesh there and looks behind to the rest of you. Well, are you all ready then? You scared, Cal?
Yeah, terrified. Let's
Good.
do this.
He will lead in. Hello, hello. How's it going around here? All good? You see Maeve looks back. Well, no, not very good, no. There's been a slight altercation earlier today. Right, I see. Well, that's kind of why I'm here. I believe we are in need of a slight discussion to see the terms and conditions of the contract that we've all agreed upon as a group. Terms and conditions? What might we be talking about, Gilgamesh? Huh. Well, something had happened a few, was it an hour ago, guys? That kind of left a slight bitter taste in all of our mouths, see? And how comes you're here so quickly? Are they in your pocket? At your beck and whim? I don't quite like you throwing accusations my way, Maeve. So I would recommend that you probably keep those to yourself. As you know, I like to keep myself the intermediary, the middleman. I don't go between sides. I'm on my side and that's it. You know that. That's why we like each other and we get along. But there's rules for a reason. And well, simply put, if I'm not going to speak on their behalf, because you clearly think that there's some sort of leniency here, I'm going to allow them to talk. So, take it away.
Alicia's gonna let the others and kind of stick in the back, trying to low-key hide behind Cal.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's staring at Ulrin, expecting him to take the lead again, because he had the last conversation with her.
Ulrin! Oh, Arne!
Cal gives Ulrin a tiny push forward. He's like, come on.
Is Arne with us? Did we lose Arne?
Oh well, Arne, you might be muted. Bro, we can't hear you.
Oh, shit.
No!
Am I making noises?
Hey, there you are.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't muted. I checked. I just wasn't making noises for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Anyway.
so I was trying to say things, yes.
Go for it.
Little more than an hour ago, I entered this city. Was stopped at the entrance, though we have free passage. However, I let that slide and entered the city alone, at the behest of Fear over there. I entered your mansion, seeking an audience with you, and during our discussions was attacked by Fear over an altercation of him trying to rob me of my sigil, and I grab it with my hand as I say that.
Fear glares in your direction, like a predator looking at prey. And you see he's controlled enough that he's not looking like he's ready to jump at you, but you can definitely sense that he's wanting to. He's stopping that almost, that primal want that he has. He's a hunter, he's a killer, and he wants to stop you talking, but something restrains him, and he's just kind of like looking at you with the... If looks could kill, he's trying hard. Gilgamesh
I believe
nods.
the wording was that I'd rather die than have him rob me of my sigil, which he took literally.
Uh-huh. Do you have any counter to that, Maeve or Fear, for this clear breach of rules? You had stopped their passage. You'd also struck them after they had caused no such sort of ill intent. To me, it sounds like they were trying to broker some sort of agreement or a conversation, but instead you decided to act physically without using your own words. You see Maeve looks over at Gilgamesh. Perhaps that's true. Perhaps all of it's true. But the man was reaching for his holy symbol, and Fear, my guardian, saw it as a threat. You know what people are like with their spell focuses. They could do anything with them. They could try and cast any sort of harmful spell. I see where you're coming from, but this man here doesn't strike me as someone who wants to attack first. That's the difference. She looks over towards Fear. What he says is true.
I attacked the man without any hesitation. I decided to honor his wishes. He clearly wanted to die. Wanted to meet his God, perhaps. So I decided I'll put it in my own hands to give him his best wishes. And may I say, Ulrin, you made the hunt very fun. But I'm surprised you didn't fight back. I was kind of hoping for a bit of play, a bit of back and forth. But you just ran like a little coward. Priest to the god of creation, but yet doesn't have the balls to create anything. Just flee. Run away. What sort of man are you?
You seem quite the violent kind. Is that all you think of?
It's my living, breathing passion.
Meanwhile,
I strive for that life. The life that takes others' lives. My life above yours. Because you are weak and feeble. Even though we are clearly in the same state, decaying as time goes on. Yet I still show gumption. I still show ferocity that all of you feared, as you all ran away.
I would like to get this back on the
if you want to-
topic. We're not here to discuss ideologies. We're here to discuss the deal that you broke and that we didn't out of respect. So
He kind of tilts his head slightly to try and look underneath your hood.
Do you need a glass of water there, friend? You sound a bit rough around the voice.
Well,
Again-
it's been a tiring few days. We did some important shit in the in-between. But regardless, you just admitted to attacking without provocation.
That's right, I did!
Yeah, and I was yelling at us! Very loudly.
What are you gonna do about it, huh? What's gonna happen next? Gonna make an example out of me? Really?
When clearly what you were planning was a trap. You're trying to play the pieces of this game. Don't think we're not stupid. You've been weaving your way through this fucking city since you got here. You gonna speak up or not?
what's Gil's reaction to all this?
He's very mute. You can roll an insight check, but he's not saying anything.
Okay, I will.
Elspeth's just vaguely confused. And he has a smile open like he's going to say something. He's just like...
16. With a 16,
It was...
you can see that Gilgamesh is listening to everything going on. He's certainly giving them the benefit of the doubt. But there's also something worrying about that. As though things could change. He's a man who makes deals. He's an intermediary, but he also has skin in the game. He wants things. He needs things. They have influence. They are in the pocket of the syndicate that he's trying to take down. You can see those thoughts kind of going through his mind, and he's weighing up as conversation continues.
We would have left the city the day we came had you not stopped us wise. So don't pretend we came here with ill intent.
So where is he then? Aiden Hassar. Where is he? That's what all this is about. It's about the big man himself. Where is he?
You didn't uphold your end of the
He
deal.
is not anywhere near here. He's in a powerful medic caster. Why would he be anywhere near here? He would have come here, but those plans are getting cancelled considering you attacked us. You nearly killed all of us. He's clearly not going to come now.
So how
Not
about you
without
tell me
reach.
with the full truth then? Did you have any sort of inkling inside of you to uphold your end of the bargain? For Aiden Hassar himself
Yes.
to turn up here and have a discussion with Maeve. Was that the truth?
He certainly did. Yeah, we talked to our superior. We told him about the specific situation, and he said he'd see what he can do. And then we had a solution. We came here, presented it. Which, by the way, Cal is using half truths here. We did talk to Rickard about
Yep,
this.
yep. Technically, we are telling the
Yeah,
truth by
we did.
technicality.
I still need you to roll a persuasion check. I hope.
Cal's,
Yeah.
Cal's using half truths.
It's not a straight lie, but you're also trying to hide.
Yeah, totally.
She's trying to
Okay, come on,
figure
come on,
out.
Come on. Okay.
I'm
19,
going to roll an
19.
insight check for him. His
Okay.
insight is a +6.
Jesus. Is it possible?
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh,
fuck.
hell yeah. Cal's penchant for bullshitting coming in handy.
Hmm. Pathetic. Your boss is pathetic. The crime syndicates talk about Aiden Hassar as if he's some sort of god, as if he's some sort of fiend, a creature to be afraid of. But the man, if he was actually afraid of anything, if he was above any of that, he'll be here right now. He's sending all of you instead.
Man, sorry if I interrupt you right here. You think he's fucking afraid of you? No, he just doesn't want to bother. Like, he was like, oh, well, if you two are going to die, that would be a waste. But he would have come. Like, it's not that. He's pissed that you broke the deal. And he's not going to show up now. He's not going to give you the fucking satisfaction. That's what's happening. He's not afraid of you. We are.
Maybe he
We're
just
terrified.
doesn't.
You nearly killed us again, but he isn't.
Maybe he just doesn't find you as important as you find him important. Maybe he doesn't really see a benefit in coming here other than us dying. Well, not dying.
The fact that all of us are here because of Aiden Hassar is simply put a shame. My interest in Aiden Hassar is not to, well, gain any knowledge or to find out any specific. I just want to uncloak the man and find out who he truly is. To see what's behind all of this nonsense. To see if the myths truly line up with reality. But Fia, you're slightly going above and beyond here. You did break the pact. You did stop them from coming into the city. He looks back to her and he nods. If you are going to be pointing fingers as to who broke pacts and agreements, I have not. Fear has. That is one part of the troop, not the full half. So what's next, Gilgamesh? We admit to this. I saw firsthand how fear had assaulted Orin in the presence of my palace. Fear, did you try and kill the man? Yeah, and I'll do it again.
There we are. Sorted. Done. End of conversation. What comes out of this, though? Execution? What are we? Are we to change the pact because of one slight disagreement? Gilgamesh.
Sounds like an understatement to me. Sounds like you're not to be trusted to uphold your end of the deal. You can't even control him.
Control him. I have no
And what
say
about your
in what he
men?
does. They all follow him. You think my whole ideal is to control with an iron fist? These men are free to do what they want. I'm just looking for my sister, since I know she's alive somewhere. You wouldn't have to know about where she is, would you?
You have a sister?
Roll a deception check, Cal.
You fucking dumbass.
We can try it! We can fucking try it!
Oh god.
8!
Hey, maybe we thought he was a brother, you know? Hard to tell when her faces have disintegrated. Exactly. Who are we to assume their pronouns? You know?
Her insight check is +9.
Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Why did you even roll?
Well, in case it wasn't that one, I had to do it just in case. Because it matters if it's that one. She will look over to Gilgamesh, and she'll look back to the rest of you. You don't think I truly believe that, do you?
But I had to try.
But unfortunately, Gilgamesh, that means they've also broken part of the agreement too. Because my path has been hindered by them removing my sister from play. They've pushed the goalposts, and they have inhibited my ability to find her.
As
Because
far as I'm aware,
When
that
did
wasn't
we
part of
agree
the
not to
deal.
hinder you?
Our end
agreed
of
to
the
not-
Our part of the
deal.
deal is to bring Aid Nassar here.
a part of
We
this
didn't agree to
transaction
anything.
was to not get in the way of one another.
No, that was for you to let us go through the city freely. We said nothing about other things.
So I've been quite giving then to this whole transaction. Is that true?
I mean,
May I
since you're the
remind
one who
you that
initiated it,
Considering we've been coerced into this deal, I'd say no.
Coerced, please. You could have said no.
and then we would
Right.
have died.
You think so low of me, really?
Your city
looks
is currently
around.
burning.
Remind us why you want to find your sister. For heartwarming family reunion?
No, because she's a traitor. She betrayed me and my patron. I have a duty to not allow that to happen again. It is my oath, and she looks to Olrin. I'm sure you would understand. My duty, my allegiance. Perhaps they've chosen poorly with my patron, but my patron has given me everything that I've ever wanted. And well, that's my duty, that's my course, my actions are dictated through them. And here we are. So perhaps my methods are slightly more obtuse, harsh. Does it truly matter? I have a quest and I am to complete it.
Well,
Gilgamesh will look back to the rest of you.
to me, It sounds like you failed and are trying to cover up your tracks. Perhaps you don't want people to know that you failed, that she lived.
Oh, clearly. And you're stopping me from accomplishing my task. You're stopping me from succeeding. You're keeping me a failure. How do you think that makes me feel? But you don't care. It doesn't matter to you. But she cares to me. And I want her. Gilgamesh puts his hands up. We might be getting a little off topic here. Let's go back. Just a little bit. So, what's the plan then? Clearly, fear has nearly killed these people through a one-sided disagreement, which has broken the contractual means of this negotiation that we've made all together. Penance must be served. Do you agree, Maeve? I can acknowledge that there was a break in trust. You may do what you wish with fear. Fear looks over to the group of you. So I guess my life is in your hands. What do you want as payment?
I thought
It's
the
not going to be
contract-
this simple.
Are
You're
you
still
simply
trying
gonna...
to tell us that Maeve, Irovis city, and have no sway at all over any gods.
I agree. She is our leader. We all look to her as our guide. But we all make our own decisions.
But
Maeve
if
didn't know what I was gonna do. I control the guards, not her. I tell them where to go and what to do.
But
She
if
has
she
nothing to
told
do
you to
with it.
stop, would you?
No. I wouldn't have. Because she accepts my fate is in my hands.
But if she told you to stop, for whatever reason, would you have stopped? If she gave a command.
No.
So what's stopping you currently?
Nothing. He grabs his spear and rushes up to you. I need you to roll initiative.
Amazing. I did it twice.
Why did you have to say that?
To be honest,
I swear to God.
to be honest, he was just waiting for the moment.
Can Gil just kill him, please? Like, how much more evidence? Is this gonna turn into fucking, what's the game called? The fucking jury game. I forgot what it's called.
Jury game, Ace Attorney.
Wait. Also, are we
Yes,
all roll? Okay.
Yeah, all of you.
Oh boy.
I hope he rolls a 1. Close enough.
Okay. So, let me just double check his sheet as we go into a battle, see how long this lasts. Okay. Poof. So he has a 16, but we'll go down the initiative order. So, who's at the top? We have Ulrin first.
Alright.
Did you roll for Oberon?
I did not know. I'll roll it now.
Oh,
Dun,
but
dun,
maybe they don't
dun.
want to. I did tell them they could. They could sit it out.
Maybe
Well,
not.
it's still important to know when they go.
So -3, so 7. -2, sorry. 8. Okay,
Right.
so we have Ulrin with an 18. After Ulrin, gonna be Fear.
Yeah. And it's
Who's next?
Cal.
Cal, Alicia,
Cal.
Oberon.
Cal.
Okay. Ulrin,
Yeah.
you see almost instinctively knowing that this feral beast is has been looking at you, ready to strike you at any moment he could. You see he's about to. You have the floor. What would you like to do?
I'd like to cast Hold Person on him.
Okay, what's that? What sort of saving throw?
It's a Wisdom saving throw, DC 17.
DC 17, okay.
Nice.
Okay. DC 17. His wisdom saves a dog shit. That would be a failure.
Yes.
He fails.
Oh,
He stops in his tracks with his blade in hand. Can't move, unable to do anything.
oh, good save. Good save, Ulrin. Good job. Oh, Jesus.
You hold the spell in hand. Anything else you'd like to do, Ulrin?
I turn towards Gilgamesh. I think I'm quite tired of this.
Okay.
I will uphold the pact and not strike him. However, I am calling on you to exact the consequences of the pact.
Roll a persuasion check.
Nice.
Okay. You speak to him directly. He doesn't say anything, but you can see he's acknowledged what you've said. He stares at Fear, though, as he is just like an animal paralyzed in this state. His eyes, you can see, they are burning coals looking at you. And you can clearly see the strain in his neck, all the veins and tendons like flexing as he's trying to break free of this spell that you hold on him, as he just wants to get up and personal with you. That's the end of Ulrin's go. It's Fear's go. At the beginning of his turn, he is completely nullified. The spell, how long does that last for? Does he re-roll at the end?
1 minute, and he gets to reroll at the end of his turn.
Okay. Still fails. So he's still held there in this state as you just essentially hold your holy symbol, I imagine.
No, honestly, I just gave a passing gesture, an outstretched hand, and around him materialized chains holding him in place.
Just holding him there in place. Very
Or he's
nice.
just nonchalant like that.
Cal, Alicio, if there's anything you got seeing there, it's up to you.
Do you want to go first? You're ahead of me.
Just holding myself ready. Not yet reaching for any weapons, but like hands, like in their relative vicinity of my weapons. But yeah, not making any aggressive moves.
Okay. Alicio?
Watching.
Preparing a protective spell, but can I see if Gil has decided on whose side he's on, quote unquote?
Sure, you can roll an insight check.
Sure. 13.
Okay. 13. It's hard to say which way he's siding on, but he is looking at a man who. So
You
can
caught
clearly-
Oh,
on.
yes, a man.
Yeah,
She's
hold on.
looking at a man. That is
Okay.
He sure
factual.
He's looking at a man.
Yo, Gil.
Fear,
sus.
fear there, shirtless, posing.
So menacing.
Shit.
We'll restart him.
He is looking at a man who has lost all sense of himself. I don't know why it's happening. I don't know.
Don't worry, you're fine now.
Same line.
And a man who's lost all his senses? Oh?
Try again.
Man who's lost all his senses?
Man who's lost all his senses, yes. So you can clearly see that he has no hopes for Fear. Fear has completely lost any credibility. But whether he's still siding with you or Maeve is still up for questioning. It's hard to at least. Anything else you want to do then, as you're preparing a spell?
Just speak up, I guess. To me, it sounds like no matter what we do, you change the conditions every time. Nothing will be good enough for you, whether we deliver your sister or uphold this deal. You're always gonna move the goalpost, as you said. There is no point in this. I don't think you're trustworthy.
And you've clearly shown that you aren't either. But we still have a transgression, we still have an agreement, and that's not going to end until all parties agree upon it. Right, Gilgamesh? We're all on a ticking clock. We're all in the same boat. Fear has clearly forgone his. You see, Gilgamesh will begin to walk up towards Fear, who is currently paralyzed in his state. You slowly watch as the fin on his head begins to grow and kind of stabilize itself into its previous states that you saw it in. Yes, I want to say the word erect, but you just keep looking at me. His fin is erected, and you watch as his eyes turn pink, and he'll just look at Fear. Well, clearly you're just a man that has no morals. You're a beast. You're a monster. There is nothing to you but hate. And although your name is Fear, let me ask you one thing. What is it you fear? You hear through gritted teeth as he's kind of like still paralyzed. Nothing! Well, I guess your name being Fear is perfect then. You fear nothing. You are nothing. And you watch as he doesn't even touch him. He just stares at him. And Fear completely turns to ash. His body just crumbles away and grows into the pool of water below. Not flying away, not dissipating, it drops into the water. A stained puddle filled with what he previously was. All items, be it magical or otherwise, all gone. And he looks down to him. The fin going back down to its previous state. And you just hear him whisper under his breath. Ashes to ashes. Maeve, not even fazed by this, really. You see someone who has no care for the man who has just been killed.
What about the guards, though?
The guards.
Like, there are
There's
guards
no
surrounding us, right?
There's no guards
Wait,
in
they
the
left us, though.
brothel, but they are outside. The building's destroyed, so you're in clear view of the guard. They're watching on from afar. You can roll an insight or a perception check if you want to, Cal.
I very much want to. 9.
You see they are unfazed. You get the sense that this is almost like a tribal group who has probably seen their leaders die before and had new ones kind of take their place, etc., etc. So the passing of the torch isn't unusual; it seems commonplace.
Man, they didn't give a fuck about this guy.
No.
Nope.
Fair, he was kind of a jerk.
Well, to be fair, he was an asshole, so...
Yeah, that's what I said.
See, may sense that. We still have our bargain to uphold. I see no reason for you not to bring Aiden Hassar. You still have a few more days, so take your time.
Well, it seems a bit unfair that there's only one of you guys now affected and two of ours. So either one of you guys should also get the thing, or one of us should be released. Because, you know, this is...
Preferably
not
we don't
fun.
involve any other people that weren't originally in the deal, Cal.
I mean, they just burned down a city and murdered, like, hundreds of people, but sure! Let's not involve these nice...
But
folk.
Alicia's looking at Cal like, shut the fuck up! Shut up! Shut up right now!
Gilgamesh, you may speak to this, but our agreement still stands. I made an agreement with you. We had other people involved to ensure that this would become a deal that would follow through. Just because one of mine have perished does not mean that the bargain between the rest of us nullified. It continues. We still have a transaction to make. You promised Aiden Hassar, and I still wish to see him. Even if I have gripes against you, I will not act against you. Not until the deal is done. You still have to uphold your end of the bargain.
I find that hard to believe.
You're a man of medicine, Alicia. I don't understand why that would be so.
Didn't catch that, Max. You
Shame.
coulda.
Because you are a man of medicine, I do not comprehend why this does not make sense to you. Surely, this is common ground.
Where exactly? In medicine?
It is the very law and order that you and I and everyone upholds. Our word, our truth, what is established or written. You are a man of medicine who studies from those who came before to learn and teach onwards, using their words to guide you forward. If we cannot make an arrangement here, then we may as well die as part of this disagreement that we have. And I'm more than happy to perish alongside the rest of you if you do not wish to complete a very simple task of bringing Aiden Hassar present to me.
Respect, Leslie. You failed at the simple task of doing literally nothing.
Have I really?
Well,
What have
you
I
failed
done?
one thing for sure. You were given disintegration bombs and you couldn't really finish off your family.
No, but I can finish off you.
By dying and letting her live?
What is it Gilgamesh said? Ashes to ashes. My body and soul is already bound to someone. Like I care what happens with it. They've given me a mission. If I cannot complete it, then I'll be dead anyway.
Oh, why didn't Helen tell us? Anyway, this is fine. This is fine.
So either I find my sister and deal with her correctly and appropriately, or we all go to wherever the dead lead.
I'm very close to shooting her.
Don't! You're gonna die!
I know.
You see Gilgamesh look
Can I
around.
see if the mention of her sister like triggers anything?
You can roll an insight
Because
check.
Gilgamesh mentioned that she doesn't like
I swear to
failure.
God, we could literally offer her to enter patron for her if we only knew. But we don't know! And it's pissing me off. Anyway.
It's not enough to read, Maeve.
She getting angry?
She's getting frustrated at the constant circling around. She's made her statement very clear. And to a point, she's correct with her statement. She hasn't broken her end of the bargain. The blame was deflected on Fear, correctly or not. He took the blame for all of it. So from where she stands and from what Gilgamesh is seeing and hearing, she's correct. And has no reason to break this agreement that you've had between yourselves. She's still one element of that agreement. One end to the bargain. Well, this is quite a pickle we'll find ourselves in. As Maeve has pointed out, we are still on the same grounds, really. Nothing's changed. Fear is past, but the rest of you are still living. What's the workaround we got here? I need to hear both sides before an agreement is made. The whole point of me being here is an intermediary to ensure that the facts are correct and that we get the apt response and outcome. Do any of you say anything?
Alicia looks to Ulrin if he has any ideas.
Is this some game of politics where we just ignore that you have a hand in commanding guards?
You see Gilgamesh put his finger up. I'll have you know, Ulrin, I dealt the killing blow to the garrison leader, so they now obey me. All of them.
Oh,
That's all this
that's
works.
bad.
Oh,
You see Gil kind of turns to the rest, smiling crimson. I have just killed your leader, so technically, as per your tradition, that you all hold very tightly, I'm now your leader. Your official. Whatever I say goes, is that right? You see they all kind of like look at each other. One in each group starts to like nod. They kind of whisper to one another. And you see them all kind of united with their spears in hand, kind of shaken to the ground, and you hear the splash of water. I'll take that as a yes. So, to that point about garrison and a command, well, Maeve doesn't have anything.
I looked by party members. What can I read on you?
Kel is very terrified. And he also looks
Yep,
like he's
one.
about to do something stupid.
Mm,
Because he's starting to realize that there might not be a way to get Gil to save Alicio, which, yeah, kind of. That's bad. So he looks like he might offer something stupid.
Alicio looks concerned and angry, and you can probably tell he might give in to the deal and contact Hassar if nobody else says anything. Perhaps we all need a breather. I don't think we're getting anywhere. 5 minutes to ourselves before this escalates.
You see Gilgamesh smiles. That sounds like an amazing idea. Maeve, if you want to console in any of your lack thereof allies, you may as well. That's fine by me. I'll sit here and wait for you to make up your decision. All we have is time to kill.
Walk away!
Mhm.
God.
Gilgamesh will stay out of the conversation. It's just
Hmm.
you guys walking off.
We have very little few options left. One is to contact Hassar. Personally, I only took the deal to protect Helen. And she's gone now. And personally, I couldn't give a shit about him. I don't know him, I don't work for him. I only came along with you guys because you saved my life and I wanted to return the favor. The other option that I think is going to be harder is to convince Gil that we are better allies and that a better outcome is to kill her now than keep her alive or have this deal go on longer. If we are useful to him, he won't really benefit from us dying. Why would he take the worst deal when he could have the better one? If you have any other suggestions, I'm open to hearing them. But I think this is what we can do.
I mean, there's a third option. We have something else she wants. Someone none of us have any connection with, aside from Braina, who's dead. And like, she might already be dying, and yeah, that sounds horrible. But like, Gil hasn't promised to release what's on her, so she might die anyway.
I'm pretty sure he did out of character.
We could
but
offer
yeah.
her.
But I promised to
We
brain
could offer
her.
her.
I'm strictly against sacrificing Morgana. It'll lead us down a path
But
where we might
what
not
if-
return.
Okay, but what if we call Hazar and he shows up and he dies? What if she somehow manages to murder him? What if this mysterious patron of her is interested in him because he's gonna kill him? That's the same thing.
So what, his life is worth
Right.
more than ours?
No. I'm not ours, not yours. Hers? Oh, that sounds just as bad. No one's life is worth more than anyone else's. I'm just. My priority is you guys not expiring anytime soon. And if it means sacrificing someone, I'd prefer it being someone that isn't.
That can't defend themselves? If this Hussar is able to predict whatever he can predict and do all of these things, and if he is so powerful, then I'm sure he'll be fine. If you don't bring up a good enough argument, I am going to call him here if you won't.
Agreed.
But what if he doesn't listen?
However-
What if he ignores us? We don't.
First, remember, our options are combat or agreeing to bring Hussar here. During the time before we get Hussar to arrive, we have time to convince Gil. If we fail at that, then I say we call Hussar.
What is your argument to convince him? The only thing I have is that I figured out how his ability works in less than 3 days. I was able to use it.
Frankly, I was
Isn't
hoping
that
for
going to
your
make him
insight.
view you as a threat?
I was hoping for your
Well, or
insight.
useful. Maeve has nothing now. No people. And honestly, she might get... well, not be as useful to whatever syndicate she's in. She killed half of the people in this town. She doesn't have her men. And honestly, if they're under Gil, and we kill her now, who's gonna spread it? Who's gonna spread rumors or whatever it is about him? They might not even hear what was happening.
Yeah, that all implies you managed to kill her.
Well,
Well, in all fairness, do we need to? Gil wants her dead, and it's as simple as saying she broke the pact, so long as nobody sees. You won't get a better chance than this.
that's true. And we can say that we'll help him with another syndicate member that he wants to destroy.
Let's not get even more enemies. We can barely handle the ones we have.
Well, he asks, what do we bring to the table? Why wouldn't he just sit back and wait? We need to somehow be useful to him if we want to get out of here. If we want him to be on our side.
I hesitate to make
I
a
mean, I'm starting to doubt we
agreement
want
with
to be
Gil.
on his side.
Alright then. How do we go about this then? What do we tell him? Just to kill her behind closed doors? Nobody needs to know?
Let's discuss more of this in a more secure place. For now, we agree that we will uphold the pact for now.
Don't have time, Oren. I only have a few hours left. It's
We can
bad.
hardly talk to Gil while Maeve is standing next to him. We have at
Is
least
Maeve
enough
standing
time.
next to him?
They're both in the same space, yeah.
Yep.
Maybe Alicia's right. Maybe we should just contact Hazar. He might just say, "Oh yeah, sure, pop in," and that's it. We might be overthinking it. Maybe we're overthinking it. We're totally overthinking. Let's just call him. Let's just call him. Totally.
All right. I'll
Just do it.
try, and
Just do it.
if he doesn't respond, I guess we go guns blazing.
Well, no, that would make. I guess. Okay.
No, I don't mean Cal. Not literally.
What he said.
Okay. You try and cast sending.
What do you mean by try? Yeah.
Well, you're going to use the spell slot to cast.
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you say?
Okay.
Okay.
Shut up,
Sorry, why-
Max. That was out of character.
Quick interruption. Why are we skipping to spawning him straight into an army? Like, weren't we originally trying to seclude the entire meeting at least?
Well, that clearly didn't fucking work, did it?
Well, yeah, fucking, like, she's gonna trust us now. Like, at this point, fucking, he
Who
can...
is she going to
trust us
bring?
a
For
bit.
that.
Who the
Okay,
fuck is
just-
she going to bring?
I am calling him, and he can bring his ass over here. Like, he can stick his neck out for us a bit.
Yeah,
Fucking
sure.
hell.
Not like I can stop you.
Yeah. Well, no, you cannot, because she's gonna fucking murder him the second she puts eyes on him, because she has hatred as a fucking demon. Sorry. As we were.
Sending spell.
Yep. Okay. How mean to be paid. Shut up, Leone. Shut up. I saw that. Need urgent help. Can't wait. I'm counting too. If you care, you will show up now. Lives are at stake. I have 8 more? 8 more ones?
Yes.
25? Yeah.
8 more.
I don't wanna die for. Oh fuck! I don't have enough words for that. For someone I don't know.
Don't know.
Don't know.
For someone I don't know.
The confines of the spell. Your words echo out, but you're unsure if they've reached him.
Yeah.
What you've understood
You
of
didn't even
Aiden
fucking tell the guy
Hassar
where we are.
is that he's
And fucking locate.
secretive, he's hidden, and perhaps there are wards in place to stop that from happening. Whether that means that he didn't receive the message altogether, or he's chosen not to respond, is up for debate. But he might be unreachable altogether. But you don't know which outcome that is.
No.
Max, remind me,
Seems like
the
he's-
explosive sending stones, did those only communicate from the stone to a connected stone, or can you use those freely?
You can use them freely.
Okay. To our knowledge, where's Kirill at the moment? Is he still with Hazar?
He's going to be with Hazar in the estate.
In you say, okay, then it's worth a try. Maybe just because we can't reach Hazar, maybe we can reach someone else in the house. So Kella's gonna choose wisely by intuition, pick one of the 50 crystals, and he's gonna use the sending to contact Kirill.
Mhm.
Help, help,
I'm
help,
not good
help,
about
help.
the 25 words. Help. No, okay. Got in a mess. Can you contact Hazar when vessel he could help out?
Right now. Please, 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 please.
Two of us might die.
Okay. Is that it?
Bye.
Okay.
XOX.
You send the spell out into the world. Speak it through the stone. A response will come through. I don't know where that is,
Okay.
but we are somewhere that I've not seen before. It is raining. It is dark. The winds howl with a monster on the wind.
Yes. Accurate.
Perhaps we are here already.
I love how mysterious the guy is. You are. Nice. Okay. Okay. Cal's just gonna give it a scared thumbs up to Anicio. Just be like, I think you reached him.
Gilgamesh
Yay.
will walk over. So are we all finished here? You ready to continue the conversation?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. It's not let her wait. So, Maeve, they finished their little talk. They've had a moment to themselves. And so have you. Have we changed any of our thought, opinions? How we go next?
We have contacted
Yep. He's on his way.
Hazar, yes. And he's decided to give you a second chance. Preferably don't waste it.
You say that to her, and she kind of looks you over. Good. Then we can finally meet the man in the flesh. Ulrin, what is your passive perception?
Let's see. It is. Got so much stuff.
We're just all. I have an 18.
It's a 15.
15, okay. Those of you with a 15 or higher, which I think is probably in fact, because you're all wisdom based.
If only.
Leonie, you're a ranger. You're supposed to have wisdom. What are you talking about?
I have +3. I have plus
Fuck's
3.
sake. Okay, not.
No, okay, my passive is 16, so.
Okay, so all of you then. Fuck's as the wind is coming through, the rain is pattering down. You can see elements of lightning begin to flash in the cloud. They illuminate the mountain peaks like shredded teeth of a lower half of a jaw. You're just seeing serrated sort of edges, harsh environments, in a flash of light. But then on one of the mountains, you see an estate just resting on it. On the side, you see the wraparound fence, the gates towards the entrance are open. You can see through the wind, they're kind of like just kind of shifting back and forth. But the estate is massive and odd that it's on the mountains. There's no path that leads down to it or up to it. It is just there in the blink of an eye. It might have been there longer. You'd only seen it through the flash of lightning. So perhaps it's been there for a while now, just waiting and watching. But you recognize the estate as the Hussar estate. Then you hear just like this three-step patter, followed by splashing of water. The shadow of a man walking down to your direction. Hunched figure. Long cloak. Eyes that are piercing white. Cane in hand. Just with that same stride. Leaning on it for aid or help. As he just continues to walk forward. All of the soldiers turn and watch. None of them raise their arms, none of them prepare for fight, they just watch as this old man approaches. You see Maeve kind of straightens up and begins to push past Gilgamesh and the rest of you. So this is Aiden Hussar. Excellent. And she'll just push in front of you as well. And she'll begin to walk the distance between.
Yeah, we follow.
Follow.
Yeah, we follow.
And ready to cast a protective spell on Aiden if necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping an eye on Maeve like a fucking hawk. Just...
Sure. Roll a perception check.
Well, they keep an eye on Maeve, I'm gonna keep an eye on Gil. Because I don't trust them
Fuck.
motherfuckers. Throw him.
Okay.
Maybe not
roll,
like a hawk, maybe...
roll insight check on Gil.
Oh,
Shit!
I'm also badly
Okay.
perceiving Maeve.
Okay.
It's raining.
Guys,
Good.
come on!
It's raining! It's gloomy! There's lightning! It's dark! It's low.
Yeah, I need prescription glasses.
They're getting foggy. It's like, trying to see through. Watching Gil, you can see that he is fascinated to see what happens next. There is a curl at the end of his cheek, and you can see that kind of wicked, macabre scent kind of like taking over for a moment. As you can see that he is certainly in the one with power. He has a full garrison of soldiers at his beck and call, as he has established earlier. He is watching as a previous syndicate member is walking down and into the main streets. A gangster, a mobster, a influential kind of crime lord, as the stories have told. And
We told him that that's not him
Yeah, we
anymore,
told
though.
him that
We
it-
told
You have
him.
told him.
He might not have believed us, but we did tell him.
you have told him. But you're seeing that sort of like, those thoughts are going through your mind, and you're kind of trying to read his intent. The only word to use would be opportunity, is what you're seeing in his eyes. As for Maeve, you see she has no weapons on her. She has blades, nothing.
Yeah, like she fucking needs them, crazy ass bitch.
She begins to walk up and meet the distance between Aiden Hussar. For the rest of you, you watch as he continues to walk until he's within kind of reaching distance of Maeve. He doesn't say anything, but his kind of shadow is almost pulled back further and further. The flames that emanate from the fire ganassi still give off a warmth, and there is just a kind of low underlit kind of orange hue that spreads out and kind of gives him this almost uplift of shadow from underneath. You see what is grey, almost stone-like skin across much of his kind of facial features, cracked, heavily kind of damaged and broken, almost like a statue has come to life. More than a statue, in fact, something that resembles more of a gargoyle. You're seeing devilish sort of demeanor, the kind of hooked almost tusks that raise outwards but are clearly chipped and broken. almost whittled down and carved, perhaps purposefully so. The cane he carries in his hand is made of some sort of white, pitch white bone that has its own many-fingered hand top that he interwraps his own finger to keep him steady and walk on. His horns are almost like brambles of thorns that kind of interconnect and weave together to create this almost like crooked-looking crown to some degree. But he approaches and stands there, his eyes completely grey and piercing through. Eventually the cane stops, and he places the hand in front of it, leans forward and looks. Maeve kind of presents herself. You're not what the stories tell, but it is an honor to meet you, Mr. Hassar. I've heard many of your exploits throughout the years. How you had single-handedly patented how the world revolved, not above the surface, but underground. I admire what you've done. You've reached far and wide, and your name, although forgotten for many years, your legacy has lived on far beyond that. Something I wish to strive for myself. You see, he doesn't speak. He just continues to stare forward and looking. Alicio, if you could please roll a Arcana or Religion check.
What the hell? What the hell, Yante? 22.
Is it not actually Hazar? That would be a problem.
22. The presence that Hazar has, you feel it in your core. A presence that is celestial, but tainted in shadow. This is demonic. The only reason you feel it so strongly is because of you have come across a demon, fought it face to face, and you have kind of felt that presence. It's different. It's in the shell of a man, but deep down inside, the aura, the presence is demonic. The influence they have.
Wait, did we
Even
not
with
mention
the
that?
presence. Yeah, you didn't. He's right now still in a lot of pain, and all he can muster up is to just glare at this man. Not in like pure anger, but like, you better be what they all say you are right now.
You see, he just watches and looks. Hearing the words come from Maeve. That is in the past. The present is different. The future is unwritten. Time has yet decided who you are, Maeve. The path you are on does not have to be the one you seek, or that of your patron. A change is possible. I am not the man that you speak of. I'm not the one that you are looking for. But perhaps I am the one you need. I am Hassar. But what you look for is not me. You seek something else. Perhaps I do seek something else. But I want to know how you got to this position. I want to know your secrets, the inside line, how you were able to manipulate and change even that of my uncle, or those even older. You've been around for centuries. You must know much. Even if you talk in riddles, say that you're not Hussar. You have the legacy behind you. It's that I want to find out. How does one carve their own legacy? A legacy is not given. It is not created. It comes naturally. You do not create your own legacy, it is those around you. Destroy and leave nothing around. There is no legacy. You want to build something. A destructive path is not that. You seek guidance, you seek change. This is not it. But perhaps you're too far gone. I don't believe I am. I may be bound to a patron, but apart from that, I'm free to do as I like. I do have one mission, though. And with that fulfilled, I can do whatever I see fit. But at the moment, it's all crumbling apart. I have no army. I have no allies. Clearly, as you can see, I'm desperate. So although I've made an agreement with your... What would I call them?
Employees.
Employees. I actually want to make one with you. You see, kind of looks her up and down. And what is it you can offer? What is it you think you can give us? Insider knowledge. I've heard what is on the grapevine. I know what you seek. I know what your directive is. And well, she kind of unbuttons her shirt and shows off the spiral pattern that all of you can see is on her chest. I have been marked by the void. Not by choice, mind you. I see you have company with perhaps something similar. You see she looks towards Oberon. I wish to make a change for myself. To not be burdened by this. To achieve something greater, perhaps. You see Aiden looks down at the kind of marking. Looks back at her. He'll turn to the rest of you. What of you, my trusted employees, as you put it?
There is space for honesty here. This Maeve, worthy character, questionable at that. Allegiances shift left and right. Do you think change is possible with her? You see, she looks slightly worried, turning back to look at the rest of your expressions.
No, I'm kidding. Does she genuinely look scared?
Roll an insight check. You're gonna have to roll with a -10 on that one, Ruby.
Okay.
Oh, the negative inspiration. Nice.
Hard to tell.
Nice.
Visible
This is not the
change.
direction I expected.
Alicia's gonna wait for Orin and Cal to say their piece first.
I mean, she blew up her entire family, is still actively pursuing her dying sister, and tortured her sister's lover to death. So, that's not like intriguing qualities. I wouldn't say no.
No. Simply no. It is not possible to work with her. She's a detriment, aside from how obviously evil she is. We could never rest safe, having a metaphorical dagger at our back. Besides, look around. I could not call myself a cleric of Moradin, but to just ignore this.
He'll look to Alicia as well for confirmation.
He looks at her, just studying her one last time, probably. Maybe you are capable of change. Maybe. But you didn't give us the benefit of the doubt. And there is things you did, things you can't go back from. If you have anything to say to convince me that you could change, actually change, I'll give you the opportunity, but I don't see it in you.
Well, I don't know if that's possible. Clearly, this is rooted in my blood. If you cannot see the change, then why would I convince you otherwise?
You think you're capable of change?
I think we all are. Matter is constantly changing. But whether it's what you want is different. Our change just does not align.
And I suppose it does not. I'm sorry that you think that way.
Orin, you are next to Hussar, and You can see in the flashes of lightning under his coat, although he has two arms that are clearly visible, you see another arm poke out from underneath with a blade, a scimitar, golden and silver in color, beginning to pull out. His expression is monotone, as though he was even unaware of it happening. But there is clear intent. He looks as though he's going to strike her down. Is there anything you wish to do?
I'll prepare to defend him in the upcoming fight. I'm not going to stop him from attacking Maeve.
Okay. You clearly seeing an execution about to take place. Maeve unable to defend herself. And a blade, which could probably come out at quite speed and haste, with deadly precision. There is a flash of silver as you see another scimitar come out, and all of you watch as in quick succession, blades from underneath Aiden Hassar's coat, in a place that seems impossible to be there, where two arms extend outwards and place themselves resting against her shoulders, across her neck. One swift pull towards the center would cut the head clean off. But you just hear this, wait a second, hold on, wait a minute. Public execution seems a little too far for this. Come on, please. There's a bit of decorum here. There's wasted opportunity. I don't like that. No. You watch as all the
You
guards
just have to
hold out their
execute someone
blades.
5 minutes. Oh my god. Okay, that.
I know what you're saying, Cal, but he asked for it. And,
True. Yeah. Totally fair point.
well, Maeve, as he begins to walk over and looks at Aiden Hassar, looks at the blade he carries, as much as I wanted to cut off her head, I don't think you're gonna. Because you're surrounded, mate. And well, if you're not gonna use her, then I will. As much as I respect what you're doing, you're not Aiden Hassar. You're a fucking animal. You're a monster. Just like me. So I respect the hustle. I respect it. From one dead inside man. But you're not gonna kill her. I'm gonna take her with me. See, Maeve kind of looked shocked, expressionless, completely kind of given up and ready to kind of take the execution head on. The blades still rest on her shoulders, and you can see they're heavy. She's like, her knees are trembling, like just having the weight of these blades on her shoulders. Gilgamesh, you seek to destroy the crime syndicate. You will struggle greatly, and you will die trying.
but you have died before. You may see me for who I am, but I also see you. The depths of the oceans, they have many secrets. And when a man falls into darkness, they fall beyond the light. You are a man walking in a hollow body. And yes, we may be the same. But you will fail and I will succeed. I hope this confrontation, this meeting, was to your liking. You may follow in my footsteps, but you are no Aidan Asar. And the blades lift out, place themselves back into the jacket, the arms hidden over the coat. And you see he grabs his cane and begins to walk off, back to the estate.
Right, I feel like we fulfilled our part of the bargain very, very sufficiently.
Huh.
Right?
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
Well done. And you see he kind of just stares at each one of you for a moment. The fin stretches outwards. His eyes break up, but then they reform back together as for Alicia and Ulrin, the two of you find the warmth return to your body. Your cheeks become red and rosy. The tint returns to your entire body as your hair reverts back to its previous state and color. The curse no longer affecting you, and you have returned back to your non-decaying state. You see the same happens for Maeve as well. But she just kind of stands there. Diplo walks over. Welcome to the club. And Gilgamesh will just turn to the rest of you. Well, that was quite interesting, wasn't it? Didn't really expect to see that sort of man walk out of the estate. Quite different. Didn't realize you were rocking with a demon. That's nice.
Yeah, could you say that there slowly?
Yeah, sure. It's all done. Agreements fulfilled. You're no longer cursed. So you may leave freely. And our transgressions here are, well, told you, Diplo, we'd end up on top. You see, it just kind of looks over with this darkened scowl. Well, thank you very much for this army. It's going to come in handy. For sure. Kind of glad that people's arrogance get the better of them. They get agitated. They push themselves. And well, then they're gone. And then you take everything they had. Excellent. Love it. Easy work. Thank you, all of you, very much for this partnership. As for our future endeavors, we can leave that on the table. We may discuss things as they come if anything is needing discussing.
Yeah. So if I happen to run into each other again, I think we're leaving now, guys. I think
Yes, we're leaving. Goodbye.
So, yeah. But lovely meeting none of you.
One left to kill.
Well, Diplo, you were okay.
don't forget to take
Really?
the old sister with you.
Oh, we are definitely, yes.
Yeah, Maeve, they're just outside of the city limits. It's not far away.
Okay.
Right under
okay.
your nose as
Thank
well.
You, Kel.
It's all right. She's not going to do anything. Are you, Maeve? No. I guess not. Good. All right, well, I probably wouldn't come back to Vessel anytime soon because this place is going
No.
to be completely empty by the time I'm gone with all my new friends. So, yeah, this is just going to be a wasteland, so I wouldn't recommend coming back.
Yeah.
But as they say, good tidings, and hopefully they make it out the other side.
Good luck to you too.
We're
I
believing.
think.
Guys.
Who says that?
Gil, Diplor, Maeve, and the rest of the Smiling Crimson stand by as the rest of you all leave. Where are you heading?
Following Hussar, at
To
least
the
Alicia
cart.
is.
Back to Morgana because we still have a card in the wilderness.
Yeah, okay, so Oberon and me are going to the card. Oberon and Alicia can introduce themselves to us.
Yeah, kindly introduce her. So, yes, that is what Alicia is planning.
Okay. Alicia, is there anything you wish to say to Hussar? He's walking away, but you can catch up to him if you want.
He does catch up to him. Leaving already, then.
You asked for me. I came. I helped. The job is complete.
The least you could do. You seem to know a lot about me from what I've heard from Richter. And I don't know a lot about you, and I'm finding out things I don't like. He told me that he was told by you that I was gonna be part of this group. I only went along because they did me a favor and they saved me. I'm gonna need some explanations.
As he's walking, he'll just nod. It is true. They saved you. But they will need saving too. Maybe not now. Maybe not tomorrow. But they do need you. And your god.
I couldn't even
Look.
protect one of them. The one job I had, so explain. Why us? Why me?
It cannot be any other.
What is your plan with all of this? Don't think I didn't sense you were like them.
I cannot
Maybe-
help with what I am. But I can stop what they are.
Why trap
But-
them then?
Kill
Why
one,
not get rid of them?
and another will come. It is the eternal balance of this world. You cannot just remove one. Another will always take its place. We must make the massive change that is necessary before we can kill anything.
And I possess in my hands the ability to gift you anything you desire.
Are you gonna treat us the same then? Replace us if one of us is gone?
Your fate is sealed in your hands,
I know that.
not mine. You die, you die. I die, I die. The mission continues. The mission must continue. Fail. We do not fail. We cannot fail.
And why did you start doing all this? Just for the greater good? Or is there another motivation under all of that?
Because a friend asked me to.
It really is true that you're very mysterious.
I do not know your ways. I do not experience life like you have. I see things in different ways than what you perceive them. I am not emotional. I am not filled with sentiment. This mission needs heart. It needs love. Things that I cannot give it. Decisions will be needed. Decisions I cannot make. That is why it has to be you. It has to be all of you. And that is why they need you.
Well, then I guess you're very lucky that I care about them. But I still don't trust you.
I do not need you to trust me. Trust them.
I hope you know what you're doing. And he's gonna walk away. Go back to everyone else.
Mm-hmm. Cal and Ulrin, the two of you grab the cart, heading back to the estate, or are you guys heading elsewhere?
We need to grab a boat, and I have to buy hair dye. So
Priorities.
No, I think we need some time on the road to get our heads back on straight before we get the next mission. So travel to Trostala, pick up the boat, and then go back to Bedivere. I think, unless anyone wants to do something else.
Just a little thing as Alicia comes back. First very calmly, then sees Cal, and maybe from the past previous 3 days, the pent-up pain and frustration just grabs him by the shirt. If you leave out one more thing about this mission, a crucial information, Cal, I will break my Hippocratic oath to beat your ass. Do you understand?
Yeah. No, they didn't. We at the beginning we said like we can't tell them everything, and then we sort of forgot what parts we did tell you, and they
Maybe the important part that he's a fucking demon. Kyle's just starts shaking him.
Cal's just sputtering and gesturing at Ulrich, being like, he didn't say anything. It's better be.
I take no stake in this.
Oh, you desperate!
Also, that is perfect time because now I can have you owe me a favor, which is, are we going back to Trespillar?
Yeah, I mean, the boat is there. We sort of own it. There was a thing with it. Doesn't matter. Yeah,
Right,
sort of. Yeah.
right. So, I might need the disguise for some particular reasons while we're there.
Okay. I mean, wait. Is it because of your family?
He hasn't told you about his family.
No.
But Cal has picked up on your reaction to being called your surname,
okay,
so
okay.
that is, you can re-listen to that. He picked up on
You
it.
could say that, a few people keep noticing me and it keeps getting us kind of slightly in more difficult situations. I just think it's better to stay on the down low as a notable figure,
Okay.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
better to stay disguised. Noticeable hair and all
Okay.
that.
We can totally do that. We can. We're definitely gonna run into random people while we're on the road to Trustula, and we can kidnap one of them and brush their hair with the comb, and then you can use that to cast a scare of self on yourself.
Or I will just buy a cloak.
I could
And a
try
wig?
to make an artifact based on the comb, but a bit more versatile.
Yeah, that
I'm
sounds good too.
Not particularly good at any disguising spells, but if I have a basis, I might be able to work something out.
Alicia's just looking at Cal like, wow, I can't believe he bought that. I'm an excellent liar. I'm gonna try to see if everyone
As you arrive,
Cal's just like, sore.
as you arrive back at the cart, you can see the flap at the back is open.
Get it. This might
You-
be baby, okay.
You see Janet is currently outside, around the corner, just kind of like looking, their head tilting towards the caravan, almost like frightened of something. The rest of you kind of peer through, and you can see the tiefling Morgana kind of coughing as she lays there on the ground. Even though her body is still wreathing from the pain that take her, the curse is somehow lifted.
Yes! Hey, Gilgamesh doing a single good thing in his life. That's appreciated.
slowly
Also,
go over to her to not scare her, but to check her over by the
Yeah.
cloak.
She, even though
Right.
she's awake, she's
What?
still kind of like in a state of comatose where she's just kind of like coughing up, body's just like still feeling the pain. She had still taken the full brunt of the explosion that happened. But now that she is like awake, and you're examining her body, Ulrin, you're kind of like looking over as well. What did you want to do, Arne?
I was going to say, I assume that Jellybean is currently wrapped around her due to, person heard, must come.
That must be the trippiest experience ever. Imagine getting blown up and then waking up in slime in a random ass cart.
No, she's still unconscious. She's still unconscious.
Waking up an
Imagine we
It's
enter,
like us,
we enter the car, and
good
she's
Jellybean.
just
She's
inside
probably
Jellybean.
thinking, yo,
Screaming.
what? That was a bad trip, bro. I'm never taking those drugs again. Shit.
Now that she is awake, or at least alive and not in the state of limbo, you see glowing from underneath her chest a same red spiral that Maeve had as well.
Yeah, fucking course.
Man, what the fuck is your whole family
Yeah.
fucked up? God damn it.
I mean,
Alicia's
from
still
what we heard of the
gonna.
uncle, he was the worst. So let's just be thankful the uncle's already gone.
Alicia's
Thanks,
just
babe.
gonna give her like some medicinal herbs to help her
Sure.
cough up whatever fucking bile she has
Bile,
left
yeah,
in
black
her.
bile.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Well, you start administering some aid and help now, as you have some travel to do, as well as whatever. You didn't hear anything. Excellent.
It just
Great.
said-
No,
You
we
guys
had,
had-
we had some.
I don't know why it's cutting out now, but hey ho, at least I wasn't doing that earlier too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
It was
Yeah.
mostly fine, yeah.
I don't know why it does it, honestly. But yeah, you're in your downtime period. So you have time to travel, go to places that are on the way to your end destination. But as far as I understand, you guys are heading to Transvalar, picking up some things, and then heading onwards to your boat, and then wherever that will take you. So up to you guys, write out where you'll be, what you'll be doing. You have a fair few weeks. What we're going to do is we're going to separate it between what you're traveling currently, and then arriving at the estate, and then the time in the estate as well. So you're basically going to have a couple of months, a few months of downtime here. So you guys will have to write up and let me know what you end up doing. And we'll be a bit more specific on the times once we kind of have an idea of where you want to be end-wise. Because what's most likely going to happen is once you reach the estate, you're going to have some training. So Aiden Assar and the rest of the members there. Now you technically have Morgana as well, and any skills that they might be able to teach you available to you as well. So we'll go through that when it needs to be. But just bear in mind, traveling, downtime training, and then anything else you wish to do. And we can plan out how much time that takes up. But write it up and think it up, and we'll get back to it next
I
time.
love that our party is currently consisted of 2 fucking demon-esque things, 2 clerics, and Cal. Like,
Yeah. It's
And
it's
Cal.
Threads of
Like-
Chaos for a reason, you know.
Jesus Christ.
Cal is the over-social, brain-dead weirdo that keeps us all together.
The literal himbo of the group. He's just living life somehow living life.
Wow, guys, we lived. Woo, yeah.
Woo! Hey, that was a very bad well, it was a good outcome for Gil, so that's probably horrible.
Oh, man. I just imagine Frey's gonna be like, what
Sunday.
the fuck, you guys?
Yeah, we gave him an army. Whoops.
God damn it. It's
Yeah.
okay,
That's
we
just
can
a
fix
podcast
him, guys. We
Sunday.
can fix him. It's okay.
No, he's actually apparently dead inside, so I doubt that.
Well,
I
you know, Revivify is a spell for
Oh boy. Sorry to Sunday. So guys,
sorry
for myself.
guys. Sorry, Frey. We gave your ex-boyfriend an army.
Yeah, and the new powerful ally. I thought Diplo was just like, welcome. Welcome! You're in the same boat as me now.
Like shit.
We met the
It's just
guy that can
confident
kill
now.
us, and now we work for him.
At least now there's 2 of them to tolerate kills shit.
Now you're
Yeah.
also level 8. So after the
Yeah.
downtime period, once you've kind of completed that, you will be level 8. We'll do all of that straight away because there's no point in waiting for it. So
So, are we supposed to level up now?
you can do it now if you want, or think about it if you want a multi-class or whatever. Because I know Arne might want to do some multi-classing.
I mean, I've already multi-classed, so
Yeah. It's just which level you want to choose.
yeah, I'm going up.
I
with the
love
front
that we made such a big deal. Bro just showed up. Bro
Yeah,
just pulled up.
The problem was that I was out of character. I was afraid that was Gil's whole plan. I was sitting here like, what if that's his entire goal? What if he's, as soon as Hazar shows up, he just goes, boop. And he's dead.
To be fair,
Oh,
I
wow.
think even Gil was probably like, I don't want to make enemies with this guy.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise I would not have done that well. I mean, as
Well-
far as we know,
Yeah.
As far as we know, demons
Yeah.
are pretty fucking powerful. So,
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Also, Arne rolling shit on his HP again. Canon.
Yeah, I do that. To be
That's
fair,
canon.
this is above average for me. So
It's a good thing you have that +6. God damn.
Alright, I'll level up too. Why not? Let's see the shitty.
So to answer Reju the gun mage in chat, they are now level 8.
Oh no, I get to reroll
Level
that.
8.
I get to reroll that.
So level 8 doesn't
Also,
really give you
we gained
anything.
2 new followers. We gained 2 new followers during the stream.
Right.
That was lovely. Welcome, guys. If you're still here.
Oh my fucking god! I'm gonna
yeah,
That-
rolling
that
HP is
sounds
always an experience.
At least we get ability score improvement. We're just gonna add that one into con.
Yeah, except I don't.
But one
Yeah,
one
I'm
thing before we
re-rolling
kind of go sidetrack. So are you guys going to be going to the criminal expanse? Yes or no? This was an idea that you guys had when you were traveling through the Ember Peaks. It's the island that has like fucking weird shit going on. It's up to you if you want to go there or not. But let me know if you do, because we might add that in the middle of your downtime experience, if so.
I don't think so, no.
I'd imagine after all of this, probably not. But
No.
I'd ask.
No.
Yeah, I kind of want to have a look at some point, but I feel like even Oren would feel bad dragging the party into this now.
and in his downtime. him, Tuco, and Richter. Fuck it.
Wow. It got it. I also managed to roll a 2, Robbie. I join
Oh.
you in the.
I have 37 HP at level 8!
And then you fucking.
I'm sorry. How?
Then you
Why are
complain
you
about
so
going
little?
down. Unlike.
Because I rolled 2! 3 times in a row!
Yeah, that was my first
I'm
bad HP.
trying, man! At this point, I'll take average over this shit.
Live
I'm
and die by
putting
the-
2 points
You
in
know-
con. He deserves it after this. He built up his immunity, guys.
Yeah, honestly, I think I'd have like 20 HP extra if I just took average.
How the
Shit.
fuck did my HP go up to 45? Huh?
I love Brooke's message. What the fuck have you guys been doing? What's happened?
Oh boy.
It's gonna be an interesting one.
I
to
think it was
explain, though.
probably because of my girl keep it in your pants comment. Do you know what that was for?
Yes.
When
yes.
fear was
Yes.
going all.
I was like, yo, bro, chill.
Hello,
Jesus.
fear is nasty. He's a nasty.
Yeah, we noticed.
He's a freaky motherfucker.
And well, he's dead now.
Yeah.
Stink.
He thought that there was more of a connection with Maeve. Was having any. She was just using him.
Damn.
We could do.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was very
should
tempted to
know.
cut off her head, though. It's very.
I
close.
thought you were going to, but with
very
what
close.
Hassan said. I thought he was just...
Hmm? Yeah.
Well, at least him and Alicia finally met.
Yeah.
Not a good start. Not a good start.
Well, he's not the most talkative person, so
No.
No.
he's a man of watch, say one thing and leave.
Yeah, well, hey. Alicia deserved his little crash out. He was so fucking bad. I cannot. If he wasn't hindered by like the pain from the past 3 fucking days, he would have had a crash out of the century. I was telling them like, bro, he's gonna lose it. He's gonna look
Squeaking
like
out.
that. Yeah, no clipping through the ground type of angry.
Oh. So yeah, there we are. So the guys are going to be leveling up the background, gaining spell abilities and feats, whatever
No.
they be.
No, it's level 8. We did, I
Nothing.
mean, unless Oren gets something interesting from the multi-class, we just get. Like, I'm considering going for a feat, but I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
I want a feed. I want the feed.
I was
Yes.
gonna
Just
get
Cal
feed, but I need
Wonderland.
that con, man. I
Wonderland.
need that con. God damn it.
What's that? What is you?
Well, with all of this in the background, we may as well end the stream.
Yes.
Again, thank you for everyone watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, you know what to do. You know, the algorithm and such. Also,
Follow us everywhere on
if this is your first time playing D&D, welcome. Hopefully not too much, because fucking hell, we go straight into the deep end. But if it isn't, and you have your own D&D group, and you think that they might enjoy something like this, feel free to share it. See if they want to join in on the adventure. Watch along, join in the chaos that we have both on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. It's not all just chaos. There's some fake chaos, and there's some... My chair is lowering. For no reason.
No, there's some drama. Okay, Sunday is drama incarnate. Tuesday is chaos incarnate, and
Yeah.
Friday switches between parrots and fae. So,
Yeah.
well, now no, the parrots are
Just
finished,
fae.
so only fae from now on.
Yeah, just say. For now.
And actually, on Friday,
Mhm.
I think we're going to be joined by someone for the first time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right?
Yes.
Is he?
We have mentioned it. We have mentioned this.
Yeah, we have mentioned it.
Wait. Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Goddamn. Okay. Yeah, Art is joining us on Friday. Yes. Yay. Woo.
I am in fact.
Yeah.
Thanks for the news.
He is now a Fae guy. He's now Fae.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's so Fae.
He's a fairy.
But yes, that's all the announcements.
Honestly, you also play a fairy.
Multi-dimensional. What were you saying, Leonie?
I was just, if he's also going to be playing a fae, there's just too many goddamn fae in this
No,
game.
I was saying the fucking
That
name.
sounds very racist, Leonie. I thought better of you.
No, my character's
Whoa, you're with minotaurs. Whoa.
Okay, we're gonna end it before we get cancelled.
Rough.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye.
Racism.